gamers and gamettes, what is going on? It's your boy Tanek127, and today I got a really special video for all you Neverwinter players out there. I wanted to talk about some new shown information on the upcoming Maze Engine expansion for Neverwinter for the Xbox One and PC. MMOsite.com had a chance to interview with one of Cryptic Studios' lead designers about Neverwinter the Maze Engine, and they got some pretty decent, juicy details in here, and even a few things that I was wondering. So that the interview starts off typical, you know, they're just talking about introducing themselves to you know, MMO siters and all that stuff like that. And the first question they ask is we know that Neverwinter's next expansion is the Maze Engine is coming soon. What new content will you be bringing to the game and stuff like that? So he answers, with this expansion, we're paying more attention to solo-based content than we have in a while. At level 60, players will be able to participate in the Maze Engine campaign. Though you can group to experience it, it's not required. This is fairly different from some of the other campaigns. You wander to Icewind Dale by yourself as soon as you hit level 70, you're probably going to have a rough go of things. We're also bringing back a number of dungeons that have been turned off with elemental evil. You can look forward to 4 regular dungeons and 1 epic dungeon. So we have 4 new dungeons coming, a lot more solo questing, which I think is isn't too much of a bad thing, but I think it's personally, in my opinion, I think Neverwinter is a lot more fun. Even doing a lot of solo stuff with a group. That's just my personal opinion. We also now know information about a release date. For PC, it's March 15th, and they do say that it's coming out for Xbox One a little bit later. So my guess, personally, because you know how quickly PC gets things, I'm going to say for Xbox One, we're probably looking around summer, fall range, probably more towards, you know, like September, October, November-ish area. That's my opinion. I would say summer is a bit early and probably a bit pushing it too a little bit. So to my opinion, I'm thinking September, October, November, around that area. Now, the one piece of information I wanted to know that they answered in here, which I was really happy about, is why did you choose the Maze Engine as the title of this expansion? When I first heard about this expansion, I thought the Maze Engine was a really weird name for an MMO expansion. So he answers and says, one of my favorite things about the title, like the Maze Engine, is feeling of familiarity. I know what a maze is and I know what an engine is, he puts in quotes, while still being shrouded in mystery. Beyond having fun with words, the Maze Engine is the name of a powerful reality warping artifact that players are trying to protect in the new campaign. So the Maze Engine is the name of this artifact that, you know, is basically revolves around the basis of the story here. The next question they were asked is, we heard that 5 dungeons have been reworked in the expansion to offer more content. What are the highlights of the new content in these dungeons? For the regular dungeons, which are the Cloak Tower, Frozen Heart, Pirate King's Retreat, and Caverns of Karundax, I guess, or Karunda, you'll see a facelift to the art and a standardization of requirements and time estimates on the design side. This means you will only need 3 players to run through a regular dungeon, and once you've unlocked it per your level, you can continue to play it without worrying about level bans. The revamp of the epic dungeon, Castle Never, ooh, that's a good one to hear that they're bringing back. We've done a major overhaul to the art, theme, enemies, bosses, rewards. Players will now be fighting through undead adventurers and demons as they make their way towards the demon prince of the undead, Orcus. It does look like it shows a little picture of the of some footage in the dungeon here, but unfortunately we don't see who or what Orcus is. Let's see here. And our next question. Do you have any suggestions for players who want to take on these reworked dungeons? I guess this is where we get to hear about like difficulty and things like that. Regular dungeons, just queue up and have fun. We don't have grouping restrictions and the time investment should be reasonable. If you're tackling Castle Never, however, you want to make sure you're 70, have at least 1 required gear score, do your best to learn the mechanics of the different boss fights. One cool thing in Castle Never is the way we're teaching mechanics. You'll encounter things prior to the boss fight that will teach you important techniques you'll need for success. It's a pretty cool thing, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. Next question they had was, Neverwinter has gathered large numbers of hardcore gamers and they have submitted lots of suggestions. Are there any good ones you have taken and put into practice in this new expansion? Let's see here. One thing that kept coming up was frustration with mount power and customizability. Okay, if you love your Glanacious cube but hate how slow it is, you might never use it, which feels bad. Also, if you want the bonus movement that comes with the Giant Strider, well, I guess that's the mount you'll have to run with. Our upcoming revamp with the mount system, you'll be able to choose the look of your mount and the passive power and the combat powers. Oh, so mounts are now going to be customizable, meaning it'll work like the it'll work kind of like the glamour system with like your armor, weapons, and things like that. Let's say you know you want to look like a spider, but you want to run at the speed of a cheetah. Well, you can probably use the spider as glamour on the cheetah, or vice versa. Something like that along those lines. Do we have any new events coming? Which was the next question. He said there's an annual event that we're making some very exciting changes to. But unfortunately, he's saying he's not telling it in the expansion. And the main other, let's see here, we've got 2 more questions. Okay. He said, would you mind telling us some of your future plans for Neverwinter? What do you hope to achieve in 2016? One of the biggest things we want to headway in 2016 is class balance. It's something players have been asking for, and we know how important it is. We're in the process of reviewing all classes, including feedback from the community, so guys, your suggestions that you put on Twitter and stuff, keep hammering them, because they are listening. He said, hope to have some news for folks the upcoming months. So they are working on class balancing, which is a big plus, because I personally hear a lot of complaints about that in in-game chat with things for like PvP and stuff, so I think that is a really good thing. And last question was just like, other stuff that, to share with the readers and stuff like that. And it's basically just an overview of everything I've just told you guys. But, anyway, guys, so that's it for some, new upcoming news and, goodies coming in the maze engine, at least off the interview. Stay tuned. Make sure you follow them on Twitter at Neverwinter Game, because they're going to definitely upload and show you guys a lot more, awesome new stuff. I check them out every day. I personally have their Twitter set to receive notifications every time they tweet something, because they're always sharing, leaking info and stuff like that. One thing I do like about ARC is they're not stingy with information. If they're teasing something, they're gonna show it to you. I do give them props for that. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanek127. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace out, guys.